श्रीरङ्गनाथार्युतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधव देवपदम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, the story of Ajamila. The Vishnu-dutas arrived when Yamadutas were about to take Ajamila away, and they stopped the Yamadutas from doing that act, and they inquired, why are you doing this? The Yamadutas in the first place, they inquired, who are you? Where have you come from? You seem to be very educated. You are very beautiful. You seem to be very gentleman and noble. Why are you stopping us from doing all these things, doing our duty? Then Vishnu-dutas inquired about dharma and also about the process of punishment and who are to be punished. While explaining all the facts of Ajamila, they told that previously Ajamila was a nice Brahmana, but due to his association with a Shudra woman, slowly he gave up all his good practices. He spent all of his father's property to serve this Shudra woman. And not only that, he gave up his wife also. So noble and chaste lady who has come from a very aristocratic family, she was also, he had given her up. And he performed all kinds of sinful activities. Every kind of sinful activity he performed only to, gain wealth in order to please his wife, the Shudra wife, and her family. So in this manner, he was engaged in all kinds of sinful activities. My dear Vishnu-dutas, he has not performed any atonement activity in this lifetime also. He has committed so many sins, but he did not do any kind of atonement for that. So we will take him to Yamapuri, and where Yamaraj will punish him for whatever bad activities he performed, and thus we are going to purify him from all the sins. Because if one has committed a sin, then by chastisement, by punishment, that sin can be, the effects of that sin can be reduced. Like the parents, when the child is doing some mischief, the parents, beat the child. Why? Because if they don't do it, then they will not rectify in the future. The child does not know, out of innocence, ignorance, he is doing it. Therefore, the child is to be punished so that next time he will not do it. And also, if there is any sin, that sin will be finished. But if the parents are not punishing the child, then the sin will go to the parents. Because the child is ignorant, he does not know, and he or she, the child, has not been trained properly, disciplined properly, then the defect is on the parents. That responsibility goes to the parents. So here, and similarly, in a kingdom, if the king is not ruling his citizens in a proper discipline, then all the sins he has to take. It is not easy to take any responsibility. If you have taken responsibility, you have to fulfill that. Otherwise, all the sins of your citizens will go to the king. Therefore, king means Yamaraj here, he holds a great responsibility. If he has not punished, if the police is not punishing the victim, then the police department will be completely changed. All the persons in the police will be debarred, and there will be fresh recruitment. Why? Because they have not done their duty. The police is supposed to maintain the security and safety and maintain the law of the government. If the police is not maintaining the law and the safety, not able to give safety and protection to the citizens, then the police department is to be dissolved and new police needs to be recruited. So it is the responsibility of those persons to see that the citizens are living peacefully. So king's responsibility is that. Similarly, Yamaraj's responsibility is to maintain the law and order of this planet. So that is why the Yamadutas told that we are going to take him to Yamapuri, to the place where Yamaraj is. We will punish him and thereby purify for whatever sinful deeds he had performed. There, the first chapter in the 6th canto concluded. Now we will go through the 2nd chapter. Shri Badarayana Uvacha Evam te Bhagavad-duta Yama-duta-bhibhashitam Upadharyat tan rajan pratyahur nayako vidah. Shri Shukadev kahilen, हे राजन, नीति शास्त्र कुशल विष्णुदूतगण जमदूतगणेर मुखे ओई सकल वाक्य श्रवण करिया प्रति उत्तरे ताहा दिक्के बोलते लागल्या. So Sukadeva Goswami is continuing to speak to Parikshit Maharaj. You remember that Parikshit Maharaj inquired what are the process of atonement, how can one atone so that one will not suffer hellish planets. I have heard from you different kinds of hellish sufferings. How can the living entities be freed from such hellish sufferings? So in that context, this entire story of Ajamila had come. Now, Sukadeva Goswami is continuing to Parikshit Maharaj. My dear king, the Vishnu-dutas are very expert in religiosity. All the rules of religiosity, they are very, experts. Yamaduta mukhe oi vakya shravan kariya. And they heard what these Yamadutas have told. The Yamadutas have told why Ajamil is being punished, and what is dharma. All these things the Yamadutas told. So by hearing to what these Yamadutas told, the Vishnu-dutas who are expert in religiosity and the laws of religion, laws of dharma, they are very expert in it, they started speaking to the Vishnu-dutas, the Yamadutas, in the following way. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, यही द्वितीय अध्याय नाम महात्म्य हेतु यमदूत गणेर पराभव अजामिलेर निर्वेदो एवं वैकुंठे आरोहण यह वर्णित होइया छे. So in this second chapter we are going to hear about the glories of the Lord's name. The Vishnu-dutas are going to mention about the glories of the holy name. So in this chapter we are going to hear about the glories of the holy name, and after Ajamila heard the conversation between the Yamadutas and Vishnu-dutas, he realized his mistake. That also, and he will become repentful. Oh, I have uselessly wasted my time by doing all these nonsensical activities. He becomes repentful. We will hear about that, and also how Ajamila had attained the Vaikuntha planet. We will hear all these three topics in this particular chapter. Sri Vishnu-duta uchuhu. Now the Vishnu-dutas are continuing to speak to the Yamadutas. Ahu kashtam dharmadrisham dharmaha sprishate sabham yatradandyeshva pasheshu dando yaidhriyate vritha. श्री विष्णुदूतगण बोलें, अहो की कष्ट धर्मज्ञ दिगेर सभा के अधर्म स्पर्श करिलो तथाय ओई धर्मदर्शीगण निष्पाप अदंड्यगणेर प्रति अयथा दंड विधान करिते छेन. The Vishnu-dutas expressed their surprise upon hearing the Yamadutas speak why they are punishing Ajamila. The Vishnu-dutas were surprised. They are telling to the Yamadutas in this manner, oh, what difficulty, what a surprise this is, this great astonishment that Dharmagya Sabha ke adharma sparsh karilo. Those who are supposed to be Dharmagya, knowers of Dharma, in the assembly of the Dharma, adharma has entered. Adharma means irreligiosity, indiscipline. In the assembly of Dharmagyas, means where all the religious heads are sitting, or the person a person who is very knowledgeable of of true Dharma, in the assembly of that Dharmagya, adharma has entered. Irreligiosity, indiscipline, this has entered. And there, in that assembly, there is a punishment for those who are, pure, means non-sinners, and those who are not fit for punishment. Because adharma has touched the assembly of dharma. Because of this, even those who have not committed sin or non-sinners, and even those who are not eligible for punishment, they are also being punished. What a surprise! Vishnu-dutas are telling like this. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, Are, jani je tomra dharmarajari kinkar, tabe ar vritha pralapari prayojan ki. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is writing the commentary as if he is directly witnessing the conversation between the two, because Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary is Sarartha Darshini Tika. Sarartha Darshini means Sara Artha. Artha means meaning. Sara means essential meaning. The esoteric meaning. Darshini means to show, envision. Envisioning the esoteric meaning of this particular verse. through his commentaries. That's why it's called Sarartha Darshini Tika. Envisionment of the esoteric meaning through commentary. So he is writing as the direct conversation between Yamadutas and Vishnu-dutas. The Yamadutas are telling, "Oh fools, I know, we know that you are the servants of Dharmaraj. Don't have to speak so much nonsense in front of us. You don't have to speak so much nonsense in front of us. We know that you are servants of Dharmaraj. Kintu ধর্মরাজেরই এরূপে ধর্মরাজ্য ইহা আমরা বিপরীত লক্ষণার দ্বারা অর্থাৎ অধর্ম রাজ্য বুঝলাম ইহা বলতে চান." And in the assembly of Dharmaraj, these things are happening. From this we understand that in the assembly of Dharmaraj also it has become Adharmaraj. Dharma means religion, religiosity, proper discipline. Adharma means just the opposite. So even in the assembly of Dharmaraj, where Dharmaraj, he should be the king of religiosity, in that assembly also Adharmarajya, it has become a kingdom of Adharma. Adharma means lack of dharma. You don't expect this. In an assembly of dharma, or an assembly of religiosity, you don't expect irreligiosity there. You go to a mutt, you don't expect indiscipline or lack of proper devotion or murders, cruelty. You don't expect all these things in the mutt. Mutt means it's a place where you expect certain things: deity worship, harikatha, kirtan. This is what you expect. You go to a mutt thinking that, oh, here there is going to be crimes, there are going to be murders. No, it's not the place for that. In a similar manner, in the assembly of Dharmaraj, we expect that only dharmic activities take place. But here adharma is going on. What is adharma? It's not told yet. According to the servants of Yamaraj, he has committed sinful acts to maintain his, the prostitute's family. He has done all these things. So according to them, they are wrong. Ajamila is wrong. But Vishnu-dutas, they are telling that in the assembly of Yamaraj, this adharma is taking place. Aho ki ascharya, what an astonishment this is. আজ পর্যন্ত এই কথা আমাদের কর্ণপথেও উপনীত হয় নাই এই ভাব. So far we have not heard that such a thing will happen in Dharmaraj's place also. We have not heard about this. It's very highly astonishing. There are certain things. Oh, this happens in the mutt also. It's an astonishment. You don't expect certain things to happen there. So it's an astonishment that we never ever heard that such a thing happens in Yamaraj's place also. Kashtam, হায় কি কষ্টের কথা, এইরূপ অন্যায়ের দ্বারা লোকেদের কি গতি হইবে. Kashtam, a word is used, kashtam, what a pain in the heart that this kind of irreligious activities are also going on at such a place. Greatly astonishing. And what will happen to ordinary people? What will they do? They are doing religious activity and you are punishing them. Ajamil is chanting the holy name and you are punishing him. They have not spelt out yet. We will hear about the glories of holy name a little later. But they are telling that what will be the position of the people. They are doing good activities and you are punishing them uselessly. যদি বলেন দেখুন আপনারা কে, if the Yamadutas were to ask, who are you? Then তাতে বলিতেছেন কি বলিব, আরে শ্রবণ করো, শুনো শুনো, ধর্মদৃশাং, ধর্মদর্শী, ধর্ম অধর্মের বিবেকী সাধুদিগের সভায় অধর্ম স্পর্শ করিয়াছে, যেহেতু তাহারা ধর্মেও adharmai dekhtechen ei bhav. If they ask, who are you? Yamadutas. Then he is telling that, hear attentively, dharmadrisham. Dharmadrisham means those who have the knowledge of dharma and adharma. What is dharma and what is adharma? One should have knowledge of both. Only knowing about dharma is not sufficient. You should also know what is adharma. Or only knowing about adharma, so far they talked about adharma, sinful activity, this sinful activity, he has killed that, or he has given punishment, he has given pain to that person, suffering to that person. Maybe you know adharma, but you don't know what is dharma. In order to punish someone, you should have not only knowledge of adharma, but you should also have knowledge of dharma. That is when the court, the judge, he takes the decision. Although this person has committed such a heinous crime, still he tried to save that person from something. Therefore, he is punished, but with a little seriousness, means with a less intensity. Means the judge knows both. He has done good activity and bad activity. For bad activity he is to be punished, but for good activity he is also to be rewarded. Therefore, his reward will be within that punishment only. What I wanted to say is, the judge should also have knowledge about dharma, not just adharma only. So, those who have the knowledge of dharma and adharma, sadhu diger sabhai adharma sparsha kuryache. In such an assembly where persons should have knowledge of dharma and adharma, in that assembly, adharma has, taken seat. Jehetu tahara dharmeu adharmai dekhte nahi bhav. Because even in dharmic activity, even in religious activity, they are only seeing irreligion, indiscipline, sin. They are seeing. Not understand. I have to tell directly. Because Ajamil has chanted the holy name, still they are only seeing irreligiosity only. They are not able to see that he has performed such a nice act of chanting the holy name. So here they are telling that they have not seen what dharma this person has done. जे सभाय निष्पाप जनेर प्रत्यु যাহারা পাপশূন্য বলিয়া দণ্ডের অযোগ্য তাহাদের প্রতিও দণ্ডের ব্যবস্থা করা হইতেছে ইহাই অধর্মদর্শিতা অর্থাৎ ধর্মাধর্মের অবিবেচনা এই ভাব because a place where they are not able to see a person that this person has not committed any mistake, he has not committed any crime, therefore he is not fit for punishment, he should not be punished. Even this kind of knowledge is not there. How can we call it as that assembly as the knowers of dharma? This assembly cannot be called as the knowers of dharma because they are punishing those who are not sinners, those who have not committed any bad activities. You are punishing them. प्रजानां पितरो ये च शास्तारः साधवः समाः यदि स्यात्तेषु वैषम्यं कं यान्ति शरणं प्रजाः जे सकल साधुगण पितृवत वात्सल्येर सहित प्रजादिके पालन एवं गुरुर न्याय उपदेश प्रदान करिया थाकेन যাহারা সর্বত্র সমদর্শী জমাদির মতো সেই সাধুগণের মধ্যেও যদি অদণ্ড্যজনে দণ্ড প্রদান আদি রূপ বৈষম্য দৃষ্ট হয় তবে প্রজাগণ আর কাহার শরণ গ্রহণ করিবে। The Vishnu-dutas are expressing their astonishment, they are expressing their pain in the heart. What is the state of those persons? If the rulers are like this, if the rulers themselves are so bad, what will be the state of those poor fellows who are being ruled by them? Means if the king is not having knowledge of religion or religiosity, what is the state of those poor fellows who are being ruled by the king? Yama, the sadhus, they are supposed to have affection like a father. The sadhus, they love their subordinates or whoever, or the ordinary citizens like a father. They should have affection like a father. And like a guru, means like a teacher, they will give instructions to the citizens. Means they are telling the rulers what kind of eligibility the rulers should have. You understand a ruler? What kind of qualities the rulers should have. The ruler should be like a sadhu. Like a sadhu means, sadhus have got different properties. One is like a father. They show love and affection to those whom they govern. And like a guru, they give instructions. The king also should give instructions that you should do like this, you should behave like this. There are a set of rules in the government, isn't it? Government is giving instructions. Wear mask, don't go outside in the public, keep safe distance. These are instructions of the government. So, this is like a guru, like a teacher. They should give this instruction. For what? For the welfare of the citizens. Like a father, a guru should, love the citizens. As a guru, the king or the ruler should give instructions, and Jahara Sarvatra Samadarshi, and he should be equal to everyone. He should not be discriminating. That, okay, he is my friend, therefore I will give less punishment to him. He does not like me, therefore I will give a severe punishment to him, even though he has not done any mistake. A ruler should not be biased. A ruler should be free from any such bias. He should be indiscriminative about the ruling the citizens. Jamadir Mato, person like Yama, a person like Yama who is supposed to have these qualities like a father, like a guru, like seeing everyone equally, he is supposed to have all these qualities. Sadhuganer Madhyav, if such a person like Yama also has, Adandya Jane Danda Pradhan Rupa Vaishamya Drishta Hoy, if he is punishing a person who is not supposed to be punished, even a person like Yama, he is punishing a person who is not supposed to be punished, tabe Prajaganer ar kahar sharan grahan korbe. Then where will the subordinates or where will the ordinary citizens get shelter? Where will they take shelter? If the king himself is not giving proper protection, proper guidance, he is not seeing the citizens equally, and he is punishing those who are not to be punished, and he is not punishing those who are supposed to be punished, what can the citizens, where can the citizens take shelter? Totally they will be, in a very distressful situation. Shri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, Are, Shravan karo, shuno, তোমাদের প্রভুর যে প্রজাগণের পালকত্ব, শাস্ত্রত্ব, সাধুত্ব ও সমদর্শিতত্বে কথা শোনা যায়, তাহা কি সম্প্রতি মিথ্যাত্বেই পর্যবসিত হইয়াছে? The Vishnu-dutas are continuing to speak to Yama-dutas. Hear attentively what we are saying. Your master, that is Yamaraj, we heard about him, that he is a very expert ruler. He is very disciplined and he has equal vision on everyone. He is a sadhu. He is very saintly. We heard these things. Is it that we heard wrong about him? Or is it that now it is, in this particular case of Ajamil, it is proving to be wrong? Is it that whatever we heard earlier about Dharmaraj, is it wrong? Or is it proving to be wrong in this particular case? What is it? Iha bolite chen prajanam ityadi. So in this context, this particular verse is being spoken. Vatsalya hetui palak. Who can be the ruler? Who can rule, govern others if one has affection? If one has no affection, then he cannot take care of his subordinates properly. A mother, a father will take care of the child. How? Because they have that vatsalya, they have that loving mood, affection. So, a ruler should have affection towards his subordinates. Like the mutt in charge is there. Mutt in charge is supposed to have affection on all the inmates of the mutt. If there is no affection, then he cannot be eligible to become an in charge. Similarly, government also. If he has no affection to the citizens of the country, then he cannot become a minister or a ruler. Therefore, this ruling vatsalya hetui means due to affection, that taking care of subordinates comes. Dharma shiksha pradaner jonnai shashan karta. And who can be the ruler? One is who can take care. A person who has affection, he can take care. Who can rule? It's telling that dharma shiksha pradaner jonnai. A person who can give the instructions of dharma. Those who can teach dharma, only they can rule. If a person cannot teach dharma, means if a person cannot give instructions, how can he rule? You do whatever you want. No. There should be a set of things that are to be given, instructions. So a person who cannot give instructions, he cannot be called as a ruler. A person who has no affection, he cannot be called as a caretaker. Hitakarak boliya sadhu. And a person who cannot think about the welfare of others, he cannot be called as a sadhu. A sadhu is supposed to have the quality of bringing welfare upon others. Evang sarvatra nijer sukadukher nyay sukadukha darshane samadarshi. And equivision. Equivision means like he is feeling happiness and distress, he should also have understanding of his subordinates' happiness and distress. Samadarshi, he is seeing that, I am getting trouble here, means my subordinates will also get trouble here. Therefore, as I see my own happiness and distress, I should also be seeing the happiness and distress of those who are under me. So, here Vishnu-dutas are telling that these are the 4 qualities that are required or that are there in Yamaraj we heard. One is he is a good caretaker, he is a good ruler, he is a sadhu, means he brings welfare for living entities, and he is samadarshi, he is having equivision, we heard. And when equivision means he should be seeing about welfare, happiness and good distress of everyone. If he is a sadhu, he should be seeing about the welfare of others. He is a good ruler, he should give rules, proper rules to others. He is a caretaker, means he should have affection. These qualities should be there. Teshu vaishamyam tahader madhye vaishamya bhav drishta hoiyache. But he is discriminating. He is, seeing that, oh, this is bad, this is bad. This is palakau prajaganer pidak. A ruler is becoming a troublemaker to the rulers, to the subordinates. He is a ruler. Ruler means he should protect. A caretaker is supposed to protect. But this caretaker has himself become the trouble giver. जिनी शासन करता तिनी निज किंकर गणे केवु धर्म शिक्षा प्रदान करे नहीं. And a ruler has not given proper instructions of religiousness to his own subordinates. Means the minister, the prime minister is executing his actions through various ministers. If the ministers themselves are not given proper understanding of what you are supposed to do, how can they rule? Therefore, Yamaraj about Dharmaraj, नींद क्यों आ रहा भाई? थोड़ा सामने हो. About Dharmaraj, it is being told that a caretaker is giving trouble to his own servants, and Shashanakarta means a person who is governing. He has not given proper instructions to his own subordinates. Sadhuganu ahitakari, and being a sadhu, he is not thinking about the welfare of others. Or Samadarshiganu parer dukkha anabhigya, and even being Samadarshi and being equal vision without discriminating, between people means unbiased. Such person is also not aware of others' sufferings. What kind of ruler is Yamaraj? Kam yanti ityadi. Taha hoile sadharan prajagan kahar ashray grahan koribe. If the rulers are like this, where will the ordinary citizens take shelter? If the ruler is not, having affection, he is not keeping the instructions of dharma properly, he is not behaving like a sadhu, thinking about the welfare of others, he is not unbiased, then where will the citizens go? Where will they take shelter? प्रजागणेर ए प्रकार कष्ट दर्शन अमादेर पक्षे अतीव दुस्सह ए भाव. We are not able to tolerate such an injustice to the citizens. What is the state of those citizens? We are not able to tolerate this. This is the feeling that the Vishnu-dutas are expressing to the Yamadutas. So we'll stop here and continue tomorrow. You are able to understand? Okay. What is dharma? We will speak little later. Okay. Dharma is because he has chanted the holy name. So, but now indirectly about governing, about rules, about being friendly, about being affectionate, about being unbiased, these are being told. King should have these qualities. A ruler should have these qualities. He should know what is discipline and indiscipline. He should know what he should have affection. He should have equivision, means unbiased, and he should think about the welfare of others. Where happiness lies for others, he should have the knowledge of all these things, or he should have these properties to become a ruler. But we see in the assembly of Dharmaraj, this is not happening. Assembly of Dharmaraj, where righteousness is supposed to be there, we are not seeing this. Therefore, it is very painful to see this. That's what they are telling. वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्यो एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय. परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय. नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद प्रवंश स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय. श्री शिरूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय. श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. सपरिकर श्री राधा मदन मोहन श्री राधा गोविंद श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जीव की जय. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय. श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेद व्यास महामुनि की जय. सुखदेव गोस्वामी परीक्षित महाराज की जय। जय श्रीमद् भागवत श्रवणकारी भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।